Ever pondered the inner workings of the stock market? Well, you're not alone. The stock market can seem like a complex, intricate web, but with a bit of knowledge and understanding, you can unravel its mysteries. So sit back and immerse yourself in the world of stocks, shares, and financial exchanges. First off, what exactly is a stock? In the simplest terms, a stock represents ownership in a company. When you buy a stock, you're buying a piece of that company. You're essentially becoming a shareholder, owning a fraction of the company's assets and earnings. Now, onto the stock market. Think of it as a giant supermarket, but instead of groceries, it's where people buy and sell stocks. It's a marketplace where potential buyers meet sellers to trade stocks at an agreed-upon price. But how do you know which stocks to buy? This is where stock analysis comes in. There are two main types of analysis: fundamental and technical. Fundamental analysis involves looking at a company's financial health, its competitive position in the industry, and its future prospects. On the other hand, technical analysis focuses on patterns within stock price movements to predict future pricing. Another key term in the stock market is a broker. A broker is a person or a firm that acts as the middleman between the buyer and the seller. They facilitate the trading of stocks for a commission. So what's an index? An index is a benchmark that is used as a reference marker for traders and portfolio managers. A 10% may sound good, but if the market index returned 12%, then you didn't do very well, since you could have just invested in an index fund and made close to 12%. There's also something called dividends. When a company makes a profit, it can choose to share a portion of those earnings with its shareholders by issuing a dividend. Dividends can be issued as cash payments, as shares of stock or other property. Now on to bull and bear markets. A bull market is characterized by rising prices and optimism. It's when the economy is doing well, people are finding jobs, GDP is growing, and stocks are rising. In contrast, a bear market is one where prices are falling and widespread pessimism causes the downward spiral to be self-sustaining. In summary, the stock market is a complex system where shares of publicly traded companies are issued, bought, and sold. By understanding the basics, such as what stocks are, what the stock market is, the role of brokers, the importance of market indices, dividends, and the difference between bull and bear markets, you can start to understand how the stock market works. With this knowledge, you can begin to navigate the world of investing with more confidence. Remember, the stock market isn't a game of chance, it's a game of skill and strategy. And like any game, the more you understand the rules, the better you'll play. So keep learning, keep exploring, and who knows? You might just find yourself a master of the stock market game. Before we wrap up, let's take a quick look at the history of the stock market. The concept of a marketplace for stocks dates back to the 16th century. The first stock exchange was established in Antwerp, Belgium in 1531, where brokers and moneylenders would meet to deal in business, government, and even individual debt issues. Over the centuries, the stock market has evolved into the complex system we see today, influencing and being influenced by global economies. From its humble beginnings in Antwerp to the global powerhouse it is today, the stock market has a rich and fascinating history. This history serves as a reminder that the market's fundamentals have remained the same, a place for companies to raise capital and for investors to become part owners in those companies. Stay tuned, and in our next video, we'll delve deeper into some of the most significant moments in stock market history. And that's a wrap on our beginner's guide to the stock market. We've covered a lot of ground, from understanding the basic concept of stocks to discussing the role of brokers, the significance of market indices and dividends, and the dynamics of bull and bear markets. We've also taken a brief dip into the fascinating history of the stock market. Remember, this is just the beginning of your journey into the world of stocks and shares. Keep learning, keep exploring, and don't be afraid to take calculated risks. We'd like to thank you for joining us on this journey. We hope you found this guide informative and engaging. Your interest and curiosity are what keep us going. So keep those comments coming, hit the like button if you've enjoyed this video, and don't forget to subscribe for more content like this. Thank you for watching, keep learning, keep investing, and see you next time.